Shades of green brown. No fire, no ashes. Nothing was burning. He stepped out of the portal into the thickets where the roots had almost caught him. The trees were still there, along with the grass and the flowers, and suddenly he realized just how nice the forest smelled. He had never thought about it until now. Actually, even the swamp smelled better than ever. That place was horrible for a kitten's nose. That was when he caught another scent, a familiar scent like water mushrooms. That was the stench of a zombie pigman. Yuck. He sniffed and sniffed, detecting more scents in the air. That ashen smell was from a place, and that bitter smell no doubt came from one of those magma cups. They were here. Somewhere close. Maybe just beyond that large hill. Relief washed over him. The monsters were stupid and slow, that they hadn't yet reached his home. It was far from this area, on the other side of the forest. His mind was working like never before. The monsters also hadn't reached that village where villagers lived. It was even farther away, in the plains past the forest. So since it was so fast now, he could reach his home before the monsters. Of course, he did want to know what those monsters were up to. Why were they still here, in the forest? Shouldn't they have attacked the village by now? What could they be doing? He hadn't the slightest idea, which meant he had to find out. He nodded to himself. No matter how much the Nefer had changed him, it couldn't remove his curiosity. With his nose as a guide, Yves began heading in the direction of the monsters. Slowly, as fast, until soon he was bounding over mushrooms and swimming through tall grass. Yves climbed up a hill. With every step, the stench of monsters grew stronger, and their smells became louder. When Yves finally reached the top, he crept slow through the grass and peered down the other side. His pulse quickened. There they were, all of them. From blazes to withered skeletons, a snarling, glowing mass of undead and fiery beasts. And in the middle of them all, and the star. The kitten's fear, however, soon evaporated. In fact, he had to keep himself from laughing. He crept closer to get a better view. The monsters, they were staggering around, stumbling into one another. At one point, a zombie pigman fell over into the grass. Then a second pigman tripped over him, went flying, and knocked over a third. It was a ridiculous sight, an army of fearsome-looking mobs bumbling around in a daisy field. Their distant screams caught his attention. Yves perked his ears up to catch what they were saying. "Eat us!" screamed a zombie pigman. "Me eyes!" A blaze hissed and sparked. "Master! Me no see!" "Ugh!" A withered skeleton fell over, dropping his stone sword. He pointed a bony finger toward the sun. "Yellow square thing! Up there! To right!" Another withered skeleton was chopping at the tree. "Me do good, Master! Look! Me chop!" A zombie pigman joined the skeleton. "Me too, Master!" The withered skeleton's sword seemed to be stuck in the tree. "But shoot! Me sword! The enemy is so strong!" The huge Enderman let out a long sigh. That's a tree, you idiots! The withered skeleton glanced at Anderson and then back at the tree. How can me know, Bush? Me eyes don't work right now. The zombie pigman kept chopping at the tree. Me want chop things, so me chop. A great many zombie pigmen breathed on the ground, hands covering their eyes as they screamed. Ouch! Master, make yellow square go away. It's burned. It's burned. Rock. Bosh, you say attack village very easy. Help me. Ack, villagers use magic on us. Master, me cannot chop if me cannot see. There were lots of shows like this. Eves only watched it in disbelief. It reminded Eves of a scary time when he had gone playing in a cave. There had been a big spider in there, and it had chased him for a long time. The spider had run fast, Eves remembered, faster than him. So fast, the spider had caught up to Eves by the time he exited the cave. Eves had thought he was a goner. All he could hear was that horrible squeak. And then there were those glowing red eyes. However, when the spider stepped out into the sun, it froze. The spider just sat there, right in front of Eves, fangs dripping and eyes screaming. It couldn't do a thing, because it couldn't see. That was how Eves had learned the spiders were blinded by sunlight. Spiders lived in caves. Their eyes were used to the darkness. With that in mind, Eves now understood why these nether mobs couldn't see. They shared the same weakness. The nether was, in many ways, similar to a cave. When he first arrived there, Eves assumed that it was just one gigantic coffin. Even though the nether had areas filled with lava, it was still pretty dark in most places. So these monsters had lived their whole lives in that gloomy place. Their eyes were used to the darkness, just like the spiders. Well, he thought, I never could have understood that so easily before. I'm getting smarter, huh? Maybe that's one of the things the Nether did to me, made me more intelligent.